Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, announce giveaways, or go live. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you again so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have another box from the Craft and Tea Box. This is actually my first Craft and Tea Box for 2022 and it was kindly sent to me for review. I really love this subscription because it gives me an opportunity to take some time for myself to enjoy a fun craft, often something I've never done before. I used to think of myself as a crafty person and I just don't have the room for all of the supplies, but this just gives me everything that I need to have that artistic outlet as well as a delicious tea. So it's just the perfect combo, and it's one of the reasons why this is one of the few DIY craft subscriptions, tea subscriptions that I opened here on the channel. So this box is $49 per month. That is in Canadian plus shipping. It's $6.96. And if you get that to the US, it works out to about $41 plus $8.95 Canadian in shipping. So you can get this box here in the US for just under $50. And of course, there are some discounts if you're able to do a longer subscription. And of course, I have a discount for you as well. It's just Noelle20 and that will save you 20%. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is our craft for February. So I've really enjoyed watching this subscription grow. She's done such a fantastic job with it in terms of it evolving and the things that it includes and just the even presentation of the box. So now we have this nice little interior card that tells us a little bit more about how to get engaged with the Facebook community that they have, and this whole concept of this being an opportunity for a little digital detox, an opportunity to get that creativity flowing. So let me find the little pamphlet. Ooh, this is different too. Since the last time that I opened this, now she has a little almost brochure instead of like a couple of cards in here. So let's see. For February, our craft is making a scented candle. So you guys know how much I love my candles here. This is definitely a craft that I have wanted to try for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to this. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see the final product. I know you won't get to necessarily smell it, but definitely let me know if you'd like to see this over on Instagram, and I'll take some photos for you along the way. So on the inside, it does tell you that there is a referral program now, which is kind of cool, you guys. So I do think this is a great idea. She suggests that you could have a craft night where you host and you can get $10 off your box and your friends can get $10 off their box as well. And then you can hold a craft night once a month, maybe alternate going to different people's houses. So you can have some delicious snacks that go along with the delicious tea. And of course, you can all kind of help each other out, give each other some inspiration when there's some differences in the craft. So that's really cool. Or if you're just not understanding the instructions sometimes, which could also be very helpful. And then we have some information about how to fill your cup from Sam. So this is what the interior looks like. So I'm going to just look at this little page over here. It says, tea done right is a powerful addition to your self-care routine. What do I mean by tea done right? Well, first, treat your cup of tea like it's an experience, not just something to cross off your to-do list. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes for just you, away from distractions such as the television or your phone. Next, really take this time to be in the moment and feel the full experience of the tea. Watch the color of the water change as it brews, inhale the aroma, feel the warmth of the cup in your hand. Take a nice slow sip and taste all of the notes of your tea. When you do this, you're practicing mindfulness. The practice of mindfulness has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety. You are worth it to set aside that little bit of time for yourself. There's no need to feel guilty in what you could be doing with those few spare minutes. You will be a better mother, wife, friend, sister, and just person in general when you take care of yourself. That is so true, and that is one of the reasons I feel like subscriptions in general can be considered part of your self-care, because sometimes we need that monthly reminder, not just in our bank accounts, but actually in our mailboxes, our literal mailboxes, not just our email inboxes, to take some time for ourselves, right? So this month's craft, we learn how to craft our own scented candle with a burn time of approximately 20 hours. So the additional items that you need, I appreciate that they kind of wrote that out, like the other things that you need to gather, is a timer, a bowl, a stovetop, and oven mitts. those are all things that I actually have, so that's great. The kit contains a soy wax packet, a glass jar with a lid, a fragrance blend, a wick sticker, a cotton wick, wooden clothes peg, and an instruction card. So that's great. And then it tells us a little bit about the tea, which of course has a little bit of a love theme to it because it's for February. And this looks to be like a new addition. So it says bake, sip, and create. So now there's a recipe in this box to go along with your tea, or perhaps your craft night that you're hosting with your galentine friends. It says these delicious Valentine's truffles are perfectly paired with this month's tea. And then she just has a nice QR code to tell you how to do it. So that's kind of cool. So I might have to gather the ingredients for that for my photos if I take some for you guys over on Instagram. You can see how my truffles came out. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the actual box, and I'll kind of keep this with me for reference. So this again is what it looks like. Try to avoid that glare. Just a little Craft and Tea box sticker, of course. I'm amazed that she managed to fit everything into this little box. And then what's also great is this does come in an outer mailer, at least to me here in the US. So the box itself looks like it's in pretty good condition. So let's take a look at our candle kit, which is all sort of wrapped up in its own little case. So let me go ahead and undo the bubble wrap. I might not open it just because I want to kind of preserve it, of course, for those photos for over on Instagram, so I don't want to ruin the little carton that it came in, which is very, very cute. Look, you can see this little carton. So very like nice, simple packaging. It says the scent is sweet pea and neroli. I don't know if there were some variations or if everybody wound up with sweet pea and neroli, but that sounds really nice to me. So it does say that it's a limited edition. Let's see, it just says that it just lists all of those same things in terms of information, but maybe I can go ahead and I'll see if I can kind of slice this little tag open neatly so that we can actually see some of the contents. And of course, I don't have my nice box cutter. I have several of them now, and I'm still always using the side of my scissors, which is not the safest thing. You'd think if I wanted to aspire to be a good crafter, I would be a little bit safer with that. But I'm really just always worried about messing up the packaging, of course. So, oh, but then it's glued too. Let me see. I can do this. All right. We managed to unstick that label, or cut that label. So I just wanted to see all the stuff that they managed to fit in there. So here are our instructions. This is the important part. It says the same thing in terms of what you will need, and then it looks like there are just 10 steps. So maybe we can do it. And the back side tells us about some candle care and safety information. Here, of course, is our wick. You can see there's the little bottom piece, that little disc, and our clothespin to keep the wick in place while it is sort of annealing or drying. And then I'm trying to pull out our jar so you guys can get a better idea of the size of the candle that we are creating. But man, everything is really wedged in here. Our soy wax melts. So they're really, really tiny. It almost looks like grains of sand in this little bag. So that's what we got. So I guess they must already be scented, so you don't have to worry about adding essential oils and fragrance, which is actually kind of nice. But I think that's kind of one of the things that you have to learn as a candle maker over time, how to make that work. Oh, I see. So that was just the plain soy wax, and then the fragrance is inside in the jar. So they actually have it nice and labeled for us. I think that's pretty cool. So again, it is sweet pea and neroli scented candle made for you. I like all the little periods. Very cool. And then inside they did put some styrofoam in there to keep this in place. We got this nice little jar of our fragrance. So that's very, very cool. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I wonder if I can open it to give it a little sniff now, since we can. Oh, that is really nice. I was like, I don't know what sweet pea necessarily smells like. It's definitely a little bit sweet and a little bit floral, which I'm totally into, but it's not super duper sweet in that cloying way. So I'm so excited to make this candle, except that I'm gonna feel like it's my special candle, and I'm not gonna want to burn it the way that I like plow through the candles that I get in other boxes. So this is such a great craft. I'm super excited about it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit it back into that little packet though. All right, what else have we got? Oh, so here is our tea. It's a bliss tea. What a pretty blue package from Venya. So that's cool. So let me hold this up for you guys while I read a little bit more about it. So it says, love in a mug. This beautiful blend made with a combination of black tea, mallow flowers, and sugar hearts is a pure ode to celebrations and good times. So it just says to brew 1 to 2 teaspoons per taste per cup for 2 minutes, best served hot or as an iced tea. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's actually like little hearts inside of it. So I don't think you'll be able to see it in this picture, but maybe again, we'll take some pictures for you. So there are actually little tiny hearts in there. That is so adorable. So let's see what it says about this. If we could capture what love, bliss, warm hugs, and happiness means inside a beverage, this would be it. This beautiful blend is a mix of mellow flavors with a little bit of sweet and a little bit of tang. Dare we say that this is the most divine pick-me-up that you just can't miss. Perfect for any time of day and any special occasion. Oh my gosh, I think that sounds so good. So yeah, little sugar hearts in there to give it a little bit of sweetness. How cool. So let's see, it does say blue mallow flowers and then organic black tea, and then it just says, oh, there are some, the last ingredient is rose hips, so that I can deal with it if that's the last ingredient in there. So very, very cool. I'm super into this. I am so glad. Oh my gosh, there's another little extra in here, and it's not like marked, so I don't know that she always does this, but I know in a couple of boxes there has been a little extra. This is a little bar of soap from Savon de Marseille, and so it's a olive oil soap with the scent of lavender. This is actually a really big size. I've gotten this same kind of soap in a couple of other like travel boxes, and I always got the little teeny tiny one. So what a nice little addition. I don't necessarily see any info about it, but what a sweet little extra self-care treat that she included. I don't know if that's necessarily something that you get as a subscriber or if you subscribe for a certain amount of time. But again, this would be so much fun as a girls' night in to have your tea, have your snacks, make those truffles. Everybody creates their candles. Maybe you'd have to like set aside a place in some person's home and everybody can come back over a little bit later to pick up their candles once they have dried. But I am super excited to do this. I probably won't get to do it until I return, but I will definitely share the process with you guys over on Instagram. Let me know if you are an expert candle maker or if this is a craft that you would like to try as well. If it is, I would definitely see if you can still get this box. Sometimes she does have kind of archives of past boxes if there's some extras, and you can definitely check that out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.